So I'm going to talk about how to solve the question number 9 in LeetCode by using both Java and Python. So first, have a look on the questions. Given an integer x, return true if x is a palindrome integer. For example, 1 to 1, if we reverse the order, it's still 1 to 1, so the result will be true. But if the input is 123, it is not a palindrome because the reverse will be 321. We had already did a lot similar questions in our previous course, so I think we are pretty good in solving with Java. And when you first come into the Leech code, you will see something like this, and you can select the different language. And all you need to do is just to fill in the method and then let the program run the code. So here is the my solutions. You can see that first I have to check if it is possible or not, because if it is if it is positive or not. If it is negative, the reverse order must not be a palindrome because there is a negative sign. So after it is positive, I will convert the whole integer into a string because I'm going to compare each character by each character. So it's better to convert into a string. And I also need to define the half length of the total string. And the following will be a for loop. The for loop is to check if the first index, if the first char is not the same as the last char, I will return false. If they are the same, I will continue to check the following character. So let's say after checking the first and last, if they are the same, I will continue to check the second and the second last until I reach the middle, which must always be the same char. So once my program reach the middle, showing that the input is actually a palindrome, so the output will be true. So when we run the code, you see here, which is successfully passed the test. And how about when we are going to do in Python? Um, okay, so the first thing you notice is that for Python, we also need to fill in the function. So remember about the indentation. And you can notice that it also specifies the type of the input, which is integer, and the type of the output, which is a boolean. We can also show that later on. If we remove the int and boolean, it can still run. Okay. And first of all, I can define an int string and convert the integer into a string by using the built-in method here. And then I can call another variable as the reverse string. All I need to do is to make a reverse version of the int string. We have already learned that it is very helpful for using the slice notation. So here we can use the slice notation and then to make the whole string reversed and store into the reverse string. So after that, we can just return the comparison for string and reverse string. If they are the same, meaning that the input is already a palindrome. So when I submit, okay, so it can also achieve the same thing. So as you can see, it will be much shorter when in terms of number of lines, because there are some helpful built-in functions in Python. You need to remember about the indentations. And then let's say if I get rid of the return thing and I don't mention about X, let's see. It can still run and is still successful, but it will cause some kind of ambiguity if you are actually using the code for let's say writing a program. So it is also prefer to declare the return type. And I think that's all for the walkthrough for the question line. I hope you enjoy the walkthrough. See you.